It's Sunday afternoon, tomorrow Monday you have to go to work and you don't want. You don't enjoy going to the office and you're only waiting until next Friday to be able to start the weekend. Why this happens to so many people? Why there is so many people out there that don't enjoy their job, and because of this they are not being able to achieve their goals in life. Today I'm going to share 6 reasons why I think many people out there don't enjoy what they do. Most people choose their career at the age of 18 years old, thinking that what they're going to be studying in the university is what they're going to be doing for the rest of their life. And they have this pressure, we all have had this pressure, that you have to choose something where you're going to be able to be successful and that you are going to be able to enjoy. But most of the time, people don't even really know what it is that they are choosing. And they don't even know that you can change and that's all good. You don't have to choose something and stick to that for the rest of your life. It's good to study, it's good to go to university if that is what you want, but you should choose what you really want, not what someone else is telling you to do or not what someone else is telling you that you should do in order to be successful. What can you do in order to understand what it is that you want to study at the age of 18 or any age if you are thinking of a career change? Start talking to people that are doing the thing or the job that you think you would enjoy doing and ask them. Ask them a lot of questions and ask to a lot of different people. So you are able to get perspective and get insights on what it is that they do on a daily basis. My advice is choose very successful people and ask them. Said that, ask them how it looked in the first years of their career. How it looked to do that kind of job in the first year, the second year, or even the third year. Because they might be successful and they might be in a very good position now, but the really interesting question for me is what it is that they have had to do in order to get where they are. And in order for you to be able to achieve the same success they have achieved, you need to know that you're going to be able to go through the same things that they have gone through and that you're going to be able to do it. So that's why find people that are successful in things that you think you would like to do, ask them how they did it, but also ask them what they have to go through in order to achieve what they have achieved. You have finished university, if you are able to go to the university, and now you're looking for a job, your first job. Most of the time, most people get the job they can, not necessarily the job they want. What does mean? It means that as many graduates, they start looking for a job. They start interviewing with as many companies as possible. And most of the time, they have one option to choose. They have only one job offer and they take that job offer. So there, if you are lucky enough to get into a good company, let's say Microsoft, let's say Amazon, Facebook, if we are talking about New Zealand, I don't know, maybe Trade Me, maybe Xero, and you're lucky enough to start in any of those companies, the good thing is that there are big enough companies in order for you to be able to work with different people. You might be able to have different managers. You might be able to learn from a lot of different people, and you will probably are gonna be able to have resources to grow in your career development. So if you are able to start in one of those companies, then you're gonna be able to keep growing in your career quite easily. Now, let's imagine that you start working in a very small company, that there's not too many people around, that they don't have a budget for you to grow in your career development, and you are unlucky and you have a manager that doesn't know how to be a manager. It doesn't mean that that person is mean. It means that doesn't know how to be a manager, doesn't know how to teach you, and doesn't know how to help you to grow your skills. Also, because it's a very small team, you're working with 1 or 2 other people that they are not motivated, they don't enjoy what they do, and you don't have too much to learn from them. So let's imagine that you are there in that company for 2 years or 3. When you want to start looking for another job, you don't have the experience the market wants. So you start into this vicious circle where you don't have what companies are looking for, but nobody gives you the opportunity to get that experience. So then you start applying to jobs, you start getting rejected, and eventually you change companies, but not to the company that you necessarily want to or is best for your career, if not the company that you are able to get a job offer from. So this can go for from 2, 3, 4, 5 years, or even 10. And that means by year 10 of your career experience, you still don't have the experience needed. So you are not able to achieve the income you want to achieve. You are not able to do things that you think you would love to do. You are not able to work with the latest technologies. You are not able of a lot of different things. And it's very hard to get out from that. So what can you do? Talk to people. Even if it's in year 1 of your career, even if it's in year 10, make sure that you can talk to enough people to understand what's going on out there in the market, what it is that companies are doing, what it is that companies are asking, what technologies they are using, what methodologies they are using, what best practices they are doing, and make sure that you can start learning about those. Hopefully you can put it in practice in your current job, but if not, at least be aware and try to learn on your own and get as much as perspective as possible. So when you go to an interview, you're gonna be able to show them that you might not have the skills, but you have the awareness and that you're ready to give it all and learn all these new things with this new company. The reason number 3 is that if you don't get to choose the company you're gonna be working at, less you're gonna be able to choose who you're gonna be working with. So what this means, again, if you work, as I said before, in a small company, the chances of you choosing with whom you want to work, they're very small. But you can still work on that. You can still make sure that when you are doing interviews, you are getting to know the person you're gonna be working with. So what I mean with this, make sure that in the interview process, you are doing the interviews for yourself as well to understand with whom you're gonna be working with. I always say that it's not the company you work at, it's the people you work with that it's gonna help you in your career. Reason number 4 is that most people out there don't have a mentor and don't have a coach, and they don't have an understanding of the benefits of having a mentor and a coach. Most people that do have a mentor or a coach is usually people that they are advanced in their career and they can see the benefit of having a mentor and a coach. Said this, make sure that if you're early in your career or if you're advanced in your career, make sure to find mentors. Find different people that could be mentor in different topics. Find a coach that can help you to change your mindset. Why? Because first of all, you're gonna be able to have different perspectives. Second of all, technology is moving very, very fast. So you want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on, not only in other companies, but what's going on when it comes to technology around the world. Easiest way to get to know about all these different things is having lots of different mentors that could help you on all these aspects. You don't have to have many mentors at the same time, but yes, I believe that it's important to have different mentors at different stage of your career. Most people I know don't plan their career. They get a job, they start working, and they go with the wind, to say it in some kind of way. They just move on and they just take opportunities that are in front of them. If you are doing things in this way, you will have little control of what you want to do with your career. If you are exposing yourself to a lot of different areas in software development from the beginning, let's say that you're exposed to production environments, development environment, testing environment, understanding of DevOps, understanding of infrastructure. You don't have to master all of these, but yes, you can expose yourself to all of these different areas and aspects of the job of a software engineer or whatever the career you are in, and get to understand what's going on. So once you have a good understanding of what's going on, what's happening, what's out there, you can start choosing in what you think is the right thing for you. Another important thing in order to be able to plan your career is that you don't know where you're gonna be in a few years' time, because it's very hard to know where you're gonna be in a few years' time. But yes, you can know what you want to learn that year, or yes, you can know what you want to achieve that year. So make sure that you have a plan for at least 1 year ahead in what it is that you want to learn to keep up to date, and what it is or what situations you want to be exposed to. This could be mentoring, this could be taking ownership of daily stand-up meetings, this could be getting exposed into production, even if you're not going to be solving or dividing the problem in production. But yes, make sure that you spend some time beside to the technical lead or a senior developer solving these kind of problems. And in that way, you're going to be able to learn a lot of different things. Again, this is just a few examples. You can learn via courses, you can learn via certifications, but at the end of the day, I believe that experience is what matters most, and doesn't mean that you have to do everything yourself, but yes, expose yourself to see how things are solved, how things are going on, how things are happening. As I said before, many people don't enjoy their jobs. Many people. Most of the people I talk to, it's Sunday, they don't want to go to work on Monday, and they're just waiting for the next holiday. So if you want to have control of your career, make sure you talk to mentors, you have a coach, you are doing interviews to the people that you're going to be working with when you go to interviews. You make sure that you are knowing what you want to learn in the next year, to what you are going to get exposed in the next year, doing research about what companies are doing out there, what technologies they are using, and also make sure that you plan what it is that you want to achieve in your life and how your job is going to be able to help you achieve this. Hope this has been helpful, and hope you have a great week moving forward. Bye bye.